restaurants and bars. The other two things to take a look at are reporting in the back of the house. So I will use my manager's number. I will go to reports menu. This is current reports, historical reports. So if I want to look at a snapshot of today's operation, I would use the sales report, and it basically shows us exactly where we're at to this moment. Then with that, we have alerts as well. So I can have alerts on voids, I can have alerts on discounts, I can have alerts on labor percentages. So my sales are $2,600, discounts, voids, open checks if there were any, closed check sales as well. Here's my week to date, my labor, my transactions, my department sales, order destinations, meal periods, and sales by the hour. And any of these reports can be printed along with the daily waste that I mentioned before. The report that you use a lot of or the most is probably the today's sales recap, which recaps today's sales. So it shows what we sold and how we paid for it. So this can be done by day, by week, by month, by year. There we go. And there's my sales of what I've sold, and this is how I paid for it. Here's my discounts. Here's my gift card sales, and then my total. So to account for is $26.10, $29. That's less tips. So that's all the tips taken out. That's what the cash is owed. Now, these reports can also be done at the end of the day and automatically emailed to the owners, the managers. So, for example, if I were to do my daily audit report and bring up August 11th, then this report can be automatically emailed. So the system can automatically shut itself down, or it can be manager driven. If it's automatic, we can set it for 5 in the morning, 4 in the morning. It'll automatically shut the system down. It will batch the credit cards. It will produce this report and email it to whomever, and it will also email the batch report. This is completely separate from our cloud-based reporting, which I'll show you in a moment. Basically, this is your labor, your discounts, your tenders, your paid outs, your department labor, your destination sales, your department sales, and this is your sales recap. We happen to be $7.78 over that day. This report, of course, can be emailed or emailed in groups. That report can also be done as a balance sheet where I could select the date range. So some clients do January 1st to December 31st, and that's what they give their accountant. Works very well. System does have the ability to do product mix reports that shows you your cost of goods and your number of sales. You can also do sales by staff, by employee, by time, by week, by hour. Menu items by individual is always something good to show because it allows you to select the items that you want to see. So, for example, if I wanted to see all of my beer sales, so bottled beer, I select category, or I can select all. I can do by employee, so I can see who is selling what. Maybe you're doing a contest for who sells the most desserts, so that way I can tell by whom. I can also do that by time zone. So if I wanted to see my lunch versus my dinner, I can name that report. So if I just wanted to call it bottled beer report, I can do that. That way I can always come back and find it. I can do the date range if I wanted to do it by week, by month, by year, or I can just simply hit today. It goes through, produces the report, and it shows what I sold. It will also show, if you put in the cost of goods, it will show exactly what the cost of sales are. So that is the product mix report, and we've got several variations of that as well that you can take a look at. And there we have zoom in. There's the quantity, what we were sold, the quantity, the cost, the sales, and the percentage of sales too. So we have that cost percentage if we have all the information in. That is the on-site reports. We also have the cloud reporting. And the cloud reporting can either be a Apple app or an Android app that you go and download from those app stores. Or you can also go into a desktop and see the sales or your reports as well from a dashboard. So the MS dashboard, it pops up, and then you put in your password. So this can be password protected. Owners can see everything. Managers can just see their store, etc. And once I've logged in, it will show my current sales, and this is real time. So here's my live sales, voids, discounts, labor dollars, and labor hours. And from here, I can go down and see my timed reports, my top sellers, and my not good sellers, so the bottom sellers. This can also be single or multi-unit. So if you have one restaurant, you can do yours. If you have multi-units, then you can simply drill down and see all your locations or select one individual. Again, your net sales, your total sales, and then your hourly sales and transactions. This is current. This is today's product mix, employees clocked in, even down to a pay card or time card level. So I can literally break in and see their pay at this location. This also reports back to corporate. And then I can see yesterday at a glance. So this will take all your sales. This will show you sites that did not post if you are multi-unit. And it will also then break down all of your sales by location, your top 10 items. It allows you to glance back and do comparison sales. I think I have a Windows update going on because it's taking a little longer to load. So here's my sales, locations not reporting, my total sales, order destinations, payment types, and previous weeks at a glance. So that way I can do comparison sales. And then from there, the reports go on and on and on. Category reports, balance sheet, sales by hour, check details, daily employee report, and all of those reports are available on your Android or your Apple phone or on your desktop. For more information, please go to www.microsale.net, and that takes us to our website, and you can view information under some of the tabs that are on the website.